All right, so this is a live cast. I'm psyched, guys. This is in lieu of, and I'm gonna shoot this way because it's the balance. Let's see here. There it is, right there. Let me just test this setup pretty quick. That's fun. All right, awesome. Shoot, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm getting worried now. Just cut out like in the middle of doing nothing. Let's see. I'm like doing this shorts because it's the balancing series, and I just want to make sure you can see my legs. You can hear me. I wonder if I can play this back. It's kind of cool. This is my shoot from the hip. Dancer's pose. Bound half moon. Oh, triangle. Pyramid. Switchback. It's fun. Oh, my bald head, and I need to shave. Oh. What do I do? All right, so let's start in the middle of our mat. This is awesome. And let's just start doing this in our circular motion. This is really kind of the first time me coming to the mat today, so I'm like ready to practice a little bit. I've got the actual live Come As You Are vinyasa at 10 o'clock today, so this is like a test run, and I just wanted to see how it would store everything. So this is the balancing part of my flow. My name is Yogi Chevy, and I'm doing this video series, and it's coming to an end right now today. It's going to be over, and it's just kind of to bring awareness to yoga and hope to get you guys out to just a yoga class near you. Yoga teachers really dedicate their lives to this practice, and there's so many good ones out there, and just go check out a handful of them. It's awesome. I mean, for me, the reason why I love yoga so much, and you can keep doing this. I mean, when I start to do these practices, for me, every time I come to my back, I just want to pay attention to my low back. And you can do these circular motions either in easy pose, which is what I like to do, or this is like good to do this when I'm kneeling too, because I can really get into my feet and kind of roll around. So what I was saying is that what I really love about yoga is that, in a 2 foot by 6 foot area, I can really reclaim my health, and I don't need any exercise machines. I don't need any supplements in this space. I don't need anything in the space that other than what's in it, which is me, and it's just a dedication to, I don't know, a flow of different poses that we learn when we go to a yoga studio. So, let's come up to our tabletop position on our hands and knees, and we're just going to take the time just to always work out our wrists and work out our fingers and work out our toes. I like to get a little bit more active here, and I can come and actually bring my knees up off of my mat and tuck my toes and come around. Come bring my hands toward me. You can also do this in plank. Like, plank is like an awesome, really strength power pose, and any of the things that we do, which is awesome about yoga, is you can always add more torture to it if you want, or you can simply just have it not be torturous at all and just stay right in tabletop. We're just working out our hands and our wrists. So I'm super psyched to be doing this with you guys today, and I hope it works out. Just maybe not so committed as how many people come, but just that it's another project coming to closure, and I love that. I teach these seminars a lot, or I do these video series. I've been doing them for a while. Let's do some cat cows. So cat back is going to be, I'm arching. I'm really like rounding out my back, getting all the breath out of my lungs. Cow back, I am like arching my back and looking up. Super healthy pose for your back. And you can do cat cows as you're working out your wrists. So let's take our wrists and let's point our fingers back towards us. I don't know if you guys checked out any of my last videos where I was talking about hand mudras, but man, I tell you, I was saying how when I do these series, how I grow. And this series is like the first one that I've done on the physical practice of yoga. Most of my stuff is the head yoga type of stuff. And I don't know if you guys have seen any of my 8 steps to healing, the videos from those, but it's nice just to focus on my physical practice and to bring that to the world, and to one mindful practice, to my practice, both, as a life coach and, a yoga instructor and just a human being. Yeah, so as I'm building this vinyasa and getting prepared for it, it's like my physical practice has just gone through the roof, which is what it's like when we're asked to teach something. Let's bring them to the outside. So guys, I know that this is supposed to be just for balancing, and I'm going to I'm going to add some core stuff in here too. So the balancing is going to be good. We're going to be here probably, I would say, for another, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes while I walk you through this. I'm going to walk you through standing on one leg, really, and then taking that standing on one leg and going to what's called dancer's pose, and then we're going to go from dancer's pose to a bound half moon pose, and I'll probably in there talk a little bit about what's called tiger's pose, and we might get some little handstand stuff in on this too. So we'll take it easy, but always you can just stay in the foundational poses. Like, we do not have to go any further than that. Like this, foundational poses were my edge. Like, to move beyond that, takes time. But I inch my way along, hand itch, I guess. It's irritating sometimes because some of these poses are like 10-year poses, and it takes a while to get into them. You have to just be really okay with failure, which is a really good lesson in life too, So, all right. Let's come around. Let's work out on our hands. Let's come up into Pada Ustasana. I mean, this is kind of how I start all of my classes. And we just are always so demanding on our hands and on our feet, and we don't take the time just to take care of them. So Pada Ustasana is a great pose, gorilla's pose, where I stand on my palms, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but my heels are actually off the ground, and this is a pose that takes a while to get to, but you can always just like stand on your palms. You can always just stand on my fingers. I don't have to go to the full extent of it, but when you start to enjoy the full extent of it, you just want to go there right away. And from here, let's do some cat-cows. Oh, there's a nice cat. Oh, good cow. Oh, good cat. Good cow. Shake your head, nod it yes, nod it no. Let's come to a kind of easy standing forward fold. And we're going to come right into a Tadasana. And I'm going to talk you through Tadasana, which is standing mountain pose. There's lots. It's basically you're just standing still on your mat, but it's active. So when I'm preparing for my Tadasana from a standing forward fold, I just like to shake into my feet a little bit. In yoga, we talk about the 4 corners of your foot. And if you really start to get there, you can see where we have actual 4 corners of each foot that we can press down, be active into the ground. And as I'm here, I start to work on activating my heels, activating my calves, my knees, my legs. Really strong, strong. Activating my core, tucking my tailbone, adding my hands. Let's just take a couple of breaths here in Tadasana. I did my 200-hour teacher training with the most amazing yogi ever, and she was so strong. And the physical practice that she put us all through was wonderful. My camera's going crazy. Remember, we're just standing here in Tadasana, guys. Samsung S8 is awful. It just goes out of focus, and nobody will help me with it. Okay, we're back in Tadasana, strong. And now I just want you to concentrate on your standing left leg. I want you to really activate that standing left leg. Like activate it is really step down and flex. I'm going to stand a little bit closer to the camera here. Really activating that leg. Super activation. I'm just bending this leg right here. And I'm just standing here in Tadasana on one leg. And breathe. And now see if you can raise your right foot. And breathe. Start to practice your Ujjayi breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. Let's lower that leg and let's see if we can kind of tuck that knee back and just grab our foot. We're just going to stand here. I'm going to come back to the middle of the frame. I'm going to stand here, and this is the beginning of dancer's pose, and this is a great running pose, you know, if we want to stretch out our thighs. It's an awesome pose just to stand here, and we can just stand right here in this pose and not move. And let's bring our knee forward while we're holding this arm. Now I want you to act like your foot is almost in a holster, and it's like a gun. You're like, whoosh. Bang! Put it back in my holster. Put my foot down. There it is. Now we're like 6 shooters. Bring it up. Up. Bang. Back. How slow can we do it? Can you do the last one super slow? Raise it. Let's put it back in its holster. Let's leave it alone. Those are good, people. Those are good. Relax on it. Let's concentrate on our standing right leg now. Relax. And this again, we can just stay right here. Or we can extend it. Hold it. 3 breaths, 4 breaths. Relax, maybe add your hands. Let's bring it back. Let's tuck it in. Let's stand here. And our quads float. Stay here a few breaths. Concentrating on that standing locked leg. Let's lower it. Let's bring it up. Let's do our shoots. 1. Draw. 2, it's like shooting from the hip. Bam. And I'm going to do one more super slow motion. The guy's running away. I'm taking aim. There he is. Woo! I'm sorry. So weird. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing this side, guys. Let's get that leg up. Let's chill for a second on this side. Let's just breathe. Focus on our form. Four corners of the foot pressing into the ground. Legs at a 90-degree angle. Let's raise it. Couple breaths. Can you add your hands? Remember, yoga's like this trail into torture that heals our bodies. Let's bring it back. Let's put our gun in our holster. And we're going to do a little trick shot here, okay? So if my heel is the barrel of my gun, and I grab the inside of my foot, I'm like freeing up that heel. And now look, let's see if I can shoot you guys. Let's see. Can I get the heel there? Oh, bang! See, you're dead. And this is like an over the shoulder shot, right? Oh, and I'm going to stretch into this for a second. And this is bound half moon, which is a really awesome, beautiful pose. And I can come from bound half moon to this is a pose called triangle. Oh, geez, sorry. I want to show you something. Trying to show you. So now we're in triangle. And I can do what's called bent leg triangle now, which is Trikonasana, master's pose in Bikram. Kind of cool. Come down to pyramid. And now we're standing. Forward fold again. My favorite position. You want to take the time to walk on your hands, do it. You want to just relax. Let go, whatever just happened. Relax, reset yourself. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, reset. Let's add our other foot. So again, here's our foundational pose, guys, and we can just stay right here. You know, we're yogis, we're non-violent. I shouldn't even be using my heel as a gun, but I am a dude. But I don't like guns, I gotta be honest. Oh, I'm gonna stretch out that quad. And now, we're just first coming down into dancer's pose. Now, I'm not good on this side. So here's my dancer. No trick shot here, I don't think. Maybe when I get into bound half moon, I don't think so. I think if I shoot now, I'm going to shoot myself right in the back of that. Let's relax and breathe here. Stretch this out. Oh, this feels good. Breathe. Can we look up? Can we relax while we look up? Bound half moon, everybody. Oh, let's come out of that nonsense. Oh. Then from bound half moon, I wanted to show you guys this. This is not my good side. We can come to actual half moon. From half moon, triangle, straight leg triangle, Trikonasana. Come down to pyramid. We can do half split. We're just going to get to the front of the mat. And we're standing forward fold again. We're here. You guys did awesome. We just did both sides of that. Oh. And I just feel like I have to do, what are we, 23 minutes? All right. So I feel like I have to do a little bit of crow and flying crow. So crow is here. So this is bent armed crow, and I'm just bringing my knees. Do it from a forward fold. I can just bend my knees and touch my elbows and just lean forward. And you can just stay right here. This is like a really good beginner crow. My arms are bent. My feet are on the ground. Now I'm working on Bukasana, which is straight arm crow, which is, in my opinion, a lot harder. But instead of bending my arms, I keep them straight, and then I lift my toes. Whoa. But that's hard. Bent arm crow. I got, okay. Now flying crow, is one leg, right? Flying crow, chin stand, chaturanga. And I'm a show off, I know. Well, guys, I hope that was a good test run. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. Anyway, I love you guys. You're awesome. Thanks for doing this with me. So, how do I end it? I just go boom. Yeah.